thinking about this, since Hirano liked to emphasize this way of teaching, we said that the first wave washes in and it erodes the sand out from under that right foot and turns the guy over. What if there's a void or something in the sand, or the sand is more coarse than will sustain that wave, right? It starts to wash in and the sand erodes faster than can support the wave. The wave just goes sploosh and dissipates, right? So we're taking a wave that is trying to erode out from under, and we're eroding faster than it can sustain. Does that make sense? See if you can feel the weight beginning to bear into here and then giving with it. Play that.
Are you catching that wave for a moment and releasing it, or just letting it come?
No,
Like if when I come in here, okay, so you're just letting me go.
I'm just refusing to bridge against it.
You're okay. You're not pausing me for a moment.
You can't pause him for a second because then you create the second technique. You can't pause him because that creates the second technique.
That creates the second technique.
That's the resistance.
Okay. Yeah, you're here. What I want to do is I want him to this guy there.
When he pushes you down, that's what you say.
System over there, which is not coming in. Just here. That's it. Beautiful. My name is Jerry.
All right. Check this out. Young man, have you ever heard the saying, you can't make a wave, you just ride it? Right? So this wave, this unstoppable force is washing over me. I can't grab it and accelerate it to make it go, right? But it's the act. For instance, if you're in shallow water and you stand against a wave, it knocks you over, right? I just decline to stand against that when he washes in here, right? So I'm not trying to grab him and accelerate him into the mat. I'm just riding his motion into the ground. All right? Play one or two more of those and we'll show you the next one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, Mike.
All right, for the second technique, the counter, you're throwing me. All right, so the first one, we're standing in Shizante. I wave in, and the axis of the thing is this way. This time, because he's going to step back, the axis of the thing is actually going to be over here a little bit. All right. So once I do my dip and get here, I lean in. Let's take him away for a second. What does this look like? The beginning of, right? This posture. It's the beginning of that side roll exercise that we do, right? It is his resistance that makes that bad on him, right? So he steps back, I do my dip and try to throw there and nothing happens, right? So I try to turn it here. If he gets in his mind that he's going to stand his ground, then that happens, right? Unfortunately, he's pretty sharp. This is going to be Yoko Wakari, which is real abusive on me This faller if I resist it, or if I don't know that it's coming. All right? So I get here, and he erodes out from under me faster than I can deal with. All right, so we want crash pad. This guy wants to know it's coming and doesn't want to resist it. All right, so we set it up about this direction. Reach in. That's not the direction. When he feels this, he refuses to stand against it. All right? Let's play that. And if you think that this throw is going to freak you out, then watch it instead of playing it.
Let's go.
All right, so turn this thing, pause. Turn it about this way. Yeah, you reach in with your right leg. Yeah. Reach in with your right leg. When you lean in, he lays down.
Lean in. Lean in.
Whoa.
Yep.
Okay, so you took the leg that I was trying to over.
The thing just eroded faster than you can deal with.
Okay, so here.
Good.
Where am I seeing this on the board?
There you go.
I know what's happening now.
Good.
There is no way in there.
Yeah. Let him have the leg and lay down.
Man, I thought you were going to say hand in.
It's the pause or the resistance that makes it bad on the other guy. So when there is no resistance,
It just goes right over.
Like the best throws if he throws himself.
just for interest's sake, I'm switching back and forth between the beginning and the end of the kata. The beginning of the kata is 7 waveforms that sort of resemble some judo. The second 7 techniques are the counters to those. So we just did the first 2 techniques, Osotogari and Osoto Otoshi, and the 2 counters to those. Here's the 3rd waveform. And Whit, I think I would like to play with you on this one. Just because he's light and I can control him better. All right, the waveform, he does his dance. Some waves, if you watch waves for a while, they come in and they hit resistance and they splash back this way. All right, so Hirano would do this dance where he did his thing and ran in here and did this thing. All right. We said a while ago that the kata exhibits throws against light, moderate, and heavy resistance. This is a moderate. It goes in that order: light, moderate, heavy. So when we hook up, he moves that leg back. When I step in here, he's crunching with his abs and he's pushing with his arms a little bit. I'm not going to get that, and I'm not going to get that. So it's either Harai Goshi or Ashiguruma. All right, so we wash in, we hit some resistance, and it splashes or sprays back. Oh, that's not working. That's not working. I can't make this work unless I change this foot. All right? But when I do, Hirai Goshi happens pretty easily. All right? Johnny, you want to feel it?
Yep.
All right. All right, so we're here. When we hook up, you step back and give me some moderate resistance. When I step in to do my thing, you crunch a little bit. Right? This isn't working. That's not working. There it is. All right. Everybody's mistake on this one, including mine, is your standing foot has to be perfect. Because if it's not under you, you'll have to exert more. And if it's not pointed the right direction, your brain will know that you're trying to break your knee, and it will stop you from exerting. All right? Quit. So we get here. He steps back. I do my thing. Oh, that's not working. That's not even working. I have to modify that standing foot so that it's pointing the direction, so that my hips, knee, and foot are under me and pointed that direction. Does that make sense? This does not have to be a high amplitude throw. Everybody wants to do Hirai Goshi, just kicking people into space, right? We usually practice Hirai Goshi just practicing it like that, right? So even though it says do a hip throw sweeping the leg, you don't have to kick him into space to do that, right? So he puts this back. That's not working. That's not working. There was Hirai Goshi. All right? If you do manage to overturn that foot as you hop, it becomes Ashiguruma. So you just give it another name. All right? Find you a partner and play that. One of the things that was distinctive about Tokio Hirano when you start watching him doing uchikomi and training is he's all up in the air. He does a lot of hopping and jumping, and he'll like leap from out here into a throw and set it up. And you'll also see some weirdness, like he gets his partner standing feet side by side, natural posture, fists in front of him, and he's sturdy. All right, your job is not to let me move you. And Hirano will come up here and put some weight on him and let him go. And put some weight on him and let him go. And like put some weight on him and then jump into a throw. All right. So we're creating, the Daito guys yesterday were talking about downs and ups. Right. Sometimes you'll see Hirano like lift this guy, and there's a wave induced in this guy. Okay? The same thing is happening on this technique. This leg's back, right? I step in here. We said earlier this is like shomenate in that I'm creating this wave in the guy and trying to hit him there. And if that doesn't work, I try to turn my foot and hit him here. All right? There's another wave, which is compress, let go, compress, let go. All right? We're here. I lean in and it doesn't work. I lean in, it doesn't work. And I pick myself up on him just a little bit so that I can reposition that foot. When I press down with my hand, it allows me to lift my foot to turn it around. When my foot hits the ground, it's a spring that is unloaded, right? So we're here, doesn't work. Here, doesn't work. Pick yourself up on him and turn your foot around. All right. The leaping thing is actually functional in this case. It's not showy or running the table on the guy. you're actually putting a wave on this guy this leg back. That's not working. That's not working. So I pick myself up on him, compressing the spring, and then let the spring go. All right? Play that a few more times. See what kind of results you get.
I'll do a little bit of eyeball study on this, look at it from the outside. Seems I'm a dumbass.
Did you catch the part about Shomanatsu?
Yeah, that was what fried my brain. I said, oh, I gotta get that.
Okay. We're good in here, this leg back. I'm creating this wave. We got about 5 more minutes. So I said the first technique is sort of like stating the theme of your composition. And he says this is, I'm going to draw waves for you and show you how that relates to judo. And he busts the guy with those sort of guardians. Starting there, it works in sets of light, moderate, heavy resistance. All right? Where's Kirby?
Thank you, Sensei. May I have another?
I have worked with Kirby for years, so I sort of know how he acts. All right? When we hook up, okay, the wave form for this thing is the wave washes in and hits the bank, and sometimes you see it do this thing. So the second wave, the first wave washed in and eroded. The second wave washed in and cut that way. The third one washed in and splashed back. This one washes in and hits a cliff wall, and it washes back and forth along the shore. All right, so we hook up, he takes this leg back away from me. As I get into my routine, he puts the iron bars on me and clamps his abs and is not going to let me move anywhere, right? So I'm actually not against severe resistance. I'm not going to get this far, right? So he puts the leg back, abs, iron bars, don't let me move, right? So come on, sturdy. There you go. Yeah, be a jerk. There you go.
Be that guy.
So that guy, right? So severe resistance. I get there, and I don't even get far enough to play that thing, but I'm still putting that wave on him, right? Even though he's damping it out. And there, and there, and there. All right. So another cool thing about the kata is it exhibits these chains of one thing to the next, turning 90 degrees, right? So he's being that guy. Doesn't let me anywhere near that thing. I sort of gesture that way, and take that leg out. All right? So the previous two techniques that I was doing were here and here, right? They sort of combine to create a wave here, which when it balances out, makes him weak there. All right? So he locks me down there, 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 and there. All right, play that for 3 or 4 minutes. Let's see how you like it. Let's circle up. Thank y'all for playing with me. This has been excellent, and we've run out of time, but not material. So take what you have enjoyed and play with it in some of the free mat time. Thank you.